Well, hello there. It's certainly been a while since I've done another video. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Yeah, well, it's certainly good to be talking to all of you again. I know it's been a very long time, and there is a reason for that. I've come here today. I've come here today to talk to you about no matter how hard it gets, not giving up. Not an easy topic for a lot of people, I don't think. Well, it wasn't for me. I had to learn over a very long time how to get back on track. It took me ages. It took me about 2 years. See, I'm from Sydney originally, but I moved to Melbourne about 2.5 years ago, I think. It's definitely been an eye-opening experience. I revisited a lot of things I thought I left behind me, a lot of issues that came back to me, and it really affected my character. I mean, I've been through so many changes since I've been here. I've changed jobs, I've had the chance to work in a few shows, and a lot of personal changes. Even with certain friends, I've had a lot of difficulty, and all of it's really taught me something, and that is that you can't count on external factors to make yourself happy. Now, that's not an easy shift to make, to realize that happiness comes from within, because in society and throughout life, throughout this society that we're all in, we're bombarded with things that are supposedly there to make us happy, and to distract us from what's actually going on underneath. And some of us put it off for years, and we never actually fully understand it. But all we really know is we have this underlying feeling of fear and unhappiness in our lives that prevents us from really going after what we want. Now, I've had spurts of inspirational fire within me that's allowed me to make important decisions in my life, make life-changing decisions. But with me, it's been very inconsistent, and I've probably spent more time wallowing around in what's happened in my past or why life isn't going my way, rather than appreciating what's there about me, what I have. And when you understand who you are and what you're about, there's nothing outside of that can really give you quite the feeling of accomplishment and exhilaration that personal exploration and understanding does. You do not need things in your life to make you happy. You need you to make you happy, which is probably something I think is being conveyed more these days, which is good, because we really need it. I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube that explain how you need to appreciate yourself and not rely on the world to make you happy, because it won't. The world doesn't owe you anything, doesn't owe me anything, doesn't know anyone anything. I mean, the world gave you life. What you do with that is up to you. And we're all given this hand to deal in life, which is, our attributes and talents, and you can always add a few new cards to your deck to play if you want to develop your skills and become a better person, a better friend, a better family member, better at your job, better at whatever pursuit you choose to undertake. But things change in life, and reality doesn't go the way we want it to. It's not supposed to. Reality simply is what it is. So all these external factors in reality that affect you so much, they're there because they're reality. It's not a matter of reality predetermining anything. That's the right word, predetermining. Yeah, it is. It's not a matter of reality predetermining anything for you. There's no fate, I don't believe anyway, you may disagree, but there's no fate reserved for you by a higher power. There is the fate that you choose to make for yourself. And I think fear gets in the way of that a lot. We all are utterly afraid of what might happen, but we all need to remember as well that you just need to take this path one step at a time. And the more you think about the possibility of something you're trying to achieve failing, well, it's gonna, more likely than not, that wish is gonna come true. You got to be careful for what you wish for, because you might get it. thinking negatively isn't going to do shit. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to weigh you down. It's going to prevent you from making the decisions that you need to make in your life. And the thing about life is, none of us are getting out of this alive. I mean, that's the one certainty of what we call future, is that it doesn't last forever, at least not in the forms that we're in right now. Whatever happens after the death of the physical body remains a mystery to me. I think that's more something that has built many belief systems over the centuries in our world. But I mean, it really comes down to you and what you believe in regards to that. But what I know for a fact is that I'm here and you're here because you're watching this video, and you can make a difference in your life. You can affect your life in such a way that it can work for you rather than against you. And it starts with how you talk to yourself in your head. You know, what are you thinking about? You know, what do you think about when you think about something new and unfamiliar that you might want to have a go at? You know, do you shoot yourself down straight away, or just go and do it? I mean, shooting yourself down and thinking negatively about things, I mean, that isn't true. You can't believe the thoughts that are negative about your life and reality, because they can be changed, definitely. And two, you're thinking about a reality that hasn't even happened. You know, you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about, oh, shit, what if this doesn't work out? Or what if that doesn't work out? Or, you know, what if I lose everything? Well, you haven't. And what if you do lose everything? What if it doesn't work out? What are you going to do then? Well, you don't know yet, because you haven't been there. You haven't been in this future that you're trying to predict, which is really none of your business. What is your business is what's happening now and what you have now. Taking stock of what you have in your personal arsenal to face life with. There's no reason why you can't achieve what you want. You know, there's always a way. A mountain has infinite pathways. I mean, the path you take depends on how far up you get the mountain and how much you'll grow because of it. You know, if you pick the side of a mountain with more cliffs and nooks and crannies and, you know, the more risky side of the mountain, well, of course there's more of a chance that something could happen. But imagine how you feel while climbing that mountain, while achieving, you know, foot after foot after foot of ascension. And then you get to your goal, you get to the summit. I mean, that's why you're climbing the damn thing in the first place. Think about the goal. Think about what you want. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, and it's not about predicting the future in regards to what I was mentioning earlier. It's about having a set goal in your mind and just going for it. Why not? We're not going to be around forever. Make the most of it, as I'm learning to do. I mean, I was depressed, oh my god, for a long time. You know, I haven't been speaking to people. I haven't been, just been caught up in my own little world, I guess, trying to sort things out. But what brought me to attention was that I can't rely on people. I can't rely on external factors to come along and save me. You have to save you, because you're the only one that has any control over you. No one else does. They have influence, and they can put you under the belief that they have control over you, but you make the decisions. You make the choices. Every day you choose to go to work, or you choose to go about your day however you want. That's all your choice. You choose to go to the job you hate. You know, you choose to not do the things you want to do because you let fear get in the way. Fear's always going to be there. I mean, that's how we're wired. That's how we're built. I mean, I imagine only the very enlightened people would be well, I guess you could say fearless. Either that or they don't let it bother them. I'm not an enlightened person, so I couldn't really tell you there. And I haven't spoken to many. But fear's always going to be there. I mean, getting rid of the fear is not what should be focused on, I don't believe. I think that no matter how afraid you are, you should try it anyway. Because if you do that, eventually the fear of what you had towards the tasks that you wanted to do will slowly disappear, because you'll become familiar with it. You'll become more confident with it. And up to you, it's up to your personal threshold, like how big you want those steps to be. You can take, little, constant, gradual steps, or you can just take a giant leap and see what happens. The point is to start, because the world's not going to wait for you. Life's not going to wait for you. It's just going to do its own thing, and we should all do our own thing as well. Anyway, it's been great talking to you all again. I'll try and be more consistent with these videos, and make sure you look after yourselves and one another. Thank you.